Taking a look at a door at 33. Someone saying, Wilson, just continue. Let's get to here. Let's get to feel the pulse of Edo citizens. Others are saying, yes, we are doing well as a state. Someone saying, no, if you compare those states to other states that were created, almost at the same time, they're doing far better than those states. Very few, or let's say up to 50%, are saying that information is not correct. What we have right now on the ground, Edo is a state to beat. What's your take? Anyway, joining us right now in the studio, I call him an elder statesman, a political activist, political affairs commentator. He's been in government way, way back, and is still very much interested in governance in Edo State. Join me to welcome Honorable Odigye Owajai. Welcome to TMI, Honorable.
Yeah, good morning, viewers at home.
I appreciate your coming. Yes, I call him Go and Verify. Yeah, he's political analyst, political affairs commentator. Join me to welcome Apostle James Suyosa. Welcome to TMI.
Good morning to you, sir.
Okay, and of course we still have Dr. Andrew Omosefe for the purpose of balance. The first set is shown with me. One has this affiliation with NNPP, the other one, PDP, and of course, Dr. Andrew speaking, having affiliation with the APC, so try to create a balance for Honorable. I think he has an affiliation with the Labour Party. Have you changed?
No.
Have you decamped?
No.
Okay, you
I
PDP, and of course you APC. So whenever they are speaking, get to know the spirit behind the argument. Let me start off from you, Honorable. Politically speaking, some of the opinion that, with due respect to the governor, that he's not politically smart. In other climb, you can give him almost a pass mark, excellent mark. When it comes to politics, he's not that smart. How would you rate that?
Well, you say in other client, you can give him a pass mark in politics or the political crime. No, I don't know how you came up with that pass mark or no pass mark. One thing I know about Nigerian politicians or those that are in the government, they come to government for one singular reason: power. And once they get that power, they don't just know what to do with it. Governance is a very complicated business. It is a science. It is beyond coming to construct roads, build infrastructures like buildings, X, Y, Z. Because if that is what governance is all about, why are people moving from here to Europe or to the Arab world or to the Americas? There is more than that. And since we've not got it right and we are having the wrong people in the helms of affairs, we will continue to move around in the same circle with or without any development. Now, Obaseki, just like you said, to me, he's more of like a mediocre.
Well, many would disagree to that comment.
Yeah, well, definitely. From our personal assessment.
Even if it's a personal assessment, someone saying it's wrong.
Yeah, but from my personal assessment, look at the roads Obaseki has constructed. They are substandard roads. Just from Edo South to Edo North or through Edo Central, they are substandard roads. Yes, he has constructed several roads compared to what Oshomole did and compared to what Ogbemudia did. The good roads that have existed in Edo State or Bende State or Midwest State were constructed by Ogbemudia. What they are doing now is just using substandard materials in the name of, road construction. And the man he doesn't have a good, personal or human relationship. He doesn't communicate with his people. A good leader is somebody that will listen, hear suggestions, listen to advice from others. When the people are speaking, you listen. Take whatever suggestions that they give you and you implement it.
Well, some will not agree
But
with
in
this
the
because
in
some
the
of the things
sense that
complained
the
about, he's been
yeah,
taking care of them. Is that not a listening governor?
how
You talked
no,
about
you
some road,
see,
talked about
this you
infrastructure. He
see,
listened, and
uh,
of course, he did something about it.
like what?
So why would you say he's not
Like
listening?
what? Like what? I mean, just mention one good road that they have tied. And most of the roads, mind you, most of the roads that they were tied under were tied by C4. That was World Bank project.
I'll come back to
They
you.
were not Obasanjo's there. So at the end of the day, what is he actually doing with our money?
Okay. Well, I need you, Apostle James, to react to this. Political
Alfred.
smartness and, of course, infrastructure. Over now to you.
Apostle Alfred.
Apostle Alfred, sorry.
Yeah, like what my daddy have said, for me, Governor Gordon Obaseki remain one of the best governor that have ruled this state. He's not a noise-making governor. Now, if you look at the Ujogba Ogwa Ibele Road, go there. He reconstructed that road the way it is today. It has opened up that area. Now, what about Ekpoma Irepe Township Road? This road was also done by Governor Gordon Obaseki. Go and verify. We'll talk about this Iriri, Amagba. It was the governor that opened up those areas. If you go to Ohoromi, it was the governor that opened up those areas as a result of the road. Now, what about Testami Road? Testami Road was long abandoned by previous administration, yet government is continuity. Go and check what has happened in Edo Testami Road. What about Ekewan Road? Government is continuity. Go and look at the massive work that is currently ongoing at Ekewan Road. Now, before then, there's an underground drainage system that was done in that road. Now, apart from road, let us look at other critical
But he
infrastructure.
said the materials used for the road constructions are like, substandard. That's what they said. He said it's
which
a
is
shabby job.
which is not true. Now, everybody judge based on what they know. But for me, the governor has been able to open up more access road. The governor has been able to open up more interlink road. Now, do you know from UBTH now, you can go through Adolo College straight to Ogida Barrack. The road is ongoing. If you can come out from that by teacher's house. There was no road in that area before, but the governor has opened up that road. You cannot just see white and call it black for political reason. But I just want us to be very, very objective. Now, let us go back to education. The governor have done excellent well. Go to education, go back to ERO. Look at the massive work that is going on there. Now, my brother talked about Igoraki. For me, Igoraki is a landmark project. You have to plan. If there is no plan, you cannot execute. I've been to Igoraki over and over again. As I'm talking to you now, there are staff in that school, there are students in that school. In fact, by this month, which is September, we are into September, the first intake will come in.
Of the
Go,
first intake.
yes, go and verify. I don't just talk because I want to talk. Go and verify. Now let us go back to the College of Health Technology. Serious work is going on out there. That building, that institution was abandoned. Now, let us go back to the Edo State College of Nursing Science. Edo State College of Nursing Science is currently one of the best in Nigeria. Go and verify. But it's just like some of us just look outside without go inward, inside. Go look at the facility that is there. I continue to ask myself, you mean government can work like this? Yes, but I discovered that we focus more on negativity because of our political differences. But let us begin to look at the area of strength.
All right. I will come back to you. Well, Doc, you're here for second missionary journey, and I know you have so much to say. It's beginning to throw more light on what governance is all about. And from his own perspective, Edo is doing great.
Sometimes I try to wrap my head around, certain things. And I wonder why, we will see the truth and try to bend it or turn it on its head. You are saying College of Agriculture, Iboraki. In one breath, you said staff are there, students are there. Now, another breath, you said the first set of intakes will come in September. Which do you want us to believe? You see, it is easy to try to manipulate people. And you say, go and verify. But what you are saying is different from reality. As far as I'm concerned, College of Agriculture, Igboreahi, is shut down. And there is no form of academic activity going on in that place. You look at Ambrose Ali University, I said it before now. Ambrose Ali University, a foremost university in Nigeria, is almost in comatose for political reasons. In fact, let me ask you a question, sir. How can you, for no reason, just sit down in the comfort of your house, dissolve a university governing council, dissolve a management team, and then bring special intervention team? Special intervention team is alien to the act establishing Ambrose Ali University or even any university in Nigeria. You do not run universities as if you are running your private business. Even the private universities are a product of a private university. You still have governing council, you still have management team led by the vice chancellor. And then you just wake up, you just, for no reason, you just think out with the management of the university, and at some point shut it down because the students were protesting and all of that. And then courses in that place are losing accreditation. Medicine and law, as we speak now, they are struggling to retain their accreditation. Staff of that university, as we speak, the other man said, the vice chancellor said they've paid. What do you expect the vice chancellor to say? As we speak, some staff of the university, of that university, are still being owned between 8 to 15 months. As we speak. If you doubt me, we can call some of them and put them on speaker right here and now. I have friends who work there.
But I said, those
So,
stuff you're talking about, they do the accreditation.
Not accreditation. What's accreditation?
Is it biometrics?
It's not about accreditation. It's what's biometrics. I'm telling you, staff of that university are still being owed till today.
All right.
The one in Hussein, as we speak, I can still call people. They'll put them on speaker here and you listen to them. Those people are being owed months in salaries. And someone will come here and tell me, I'm also telling him to go and verify. Now, some of the cosmetics, some of the projects that he's talking about, what were we promised? You see, I like to stick to the issues, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. When he was coming for his second tenure, I will stick with the second, even if I have a lot of issues with his first tenure. But I want to judge him personally at the last 4 years. As part of the manifesto, they told us they would build one mini stadium in each of the 18 local governments. Where are they? You said you would build health centers in each of the 18 local governments. Where are they?
I'll come back to you.
Let me just anchor on this.
Yes,
Let me
please
anchor on
anchor.
this. Sobe farms ended in graphics. See, Edo ended 11.1 billion last month. I've not seen the figures for this month. I'm sure it's more. And you are telling me that 11.1 billion, I mean, what has been achieved with it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Our people are just, you are telling me, see, let me tell you, government does not
Doc,
operate
thank you.
on a voodooistic manner.
Thank you,
It's
Doc
reality.
Andrew. Thank you, Doc Andrew.
You see,
I will come back.
yeah.
No, hold on. Now,
If I
let's
can
take a
quick.
look at the civil service. Because you can't talk about a state, we're talking about the civil service, the civil servant. I'm not saying that. Edo civil service is like among the best in the country that are doing so well. After all, celebrating Edo at 33. Taking it from that
Yeah.
angle.
Well, in the country of the blind, one-eyed man is the king. Yeah, maybe when you compare to other states and with the so-called e-governance that the Obaseki has introduced, yes, he's doing fairly well in that regard, but it's not up to the world standard. And when they said, let me also go back a little bit, say, go and verify, go and verify. No, there's no need. The failure of what we have at present lies with the pressmen, the journalists. You all hardly do what is called documentary. Don't you all watch CNN and BBC? He came, he's telling you that Obaseki is this. He came, he's saying Obaseki is not doing that. Who would have expected that ITV, EBS, NTA, the so-called and the freelance journalists go and do a documentary, verify all this information, and let the people know? It is not by sitting in your office or in your studio, people come and tell
Let
you
me ask you a
what
question.
I'm coming.
How often do you watch ITV?
The fault
Hold on,
lies with
hold
you.
on.
So now
You
you
talk
ought to
about
have, I'm
documentary.
coming. You
Honorable,
ought to have,
hold on.
you ought to have
Honorable,
told us here.
hold on.
Let me speak
You
now.
finish. I'll let you finish because you
Okay.
came into our
Yeah.
terrain.
Yeah.
How often do you sit back to watch ITV? When you talk about documentary, when you
Yeah.
talk about the exploits
Okay,
of
good.
governance.
So good. So
the
have you done
exploit
any
also for
documentary
political
on
parties.
Ekeadolo? Have you done any documentary on College of Education, Igoriaki, to know that the status?
Have you not seen the structure being built?
Oh, you are talking of structure.
Hold on, because you
Is
talk
this
about
structure
documentary.
that
Is the beginning of everything. You came into our terrain, so right
Yeah.
now, let's put things in perspective.
Okay, good.
Because we are
So
accusing
what effort
the
have you all
fourth
made?
extent of the realm.
Yes.
Which you are not absolutely correct.
Okay, good.
You understand? So
If
please,
you
let's put it in
if you have
perspective.
the information, why don't you correct us here? If we are postulating that the man has not done anything and he is saying he has done something, based on your documentary, show it to us.
It's like you've not been watching of late. I'll just leave it at
No,
that.
correct us right here.
I've been doing that.
Okay, good.
I've been doing
Okay,
that.
so
I
now
will
the
come
civil
back to you.
service.
All right.
So let us go to the civil
Yes.
servants. Yes. Godwin Obaseki has been paying salary as of NGO. He was the first governor. Let us give kudos to who did that. He was the first governor to have paid or extended the 70,000 minimum wage. And let me also believe that he has implemented the 70,000. And in that regard, yes. The infrastructure like Sapler Road, Civil Service, Secretariat, he has done a very wonderful job there. And I will not run a marks down when he done something good. So if the civil servants are happy, then I don't have any qualms with that. So let him continue with whatever he's doing. And the world is going with this electronic
That's e-governance.
e-governance.
Yes.
And he should continue to do that. And the world is now a global village. Look at what other countries are doing. And you do the same. What he really needs to do now is to have a central base where the data can be shared among all the ministries. So instead of just Ministry of Education, they is isolated from, Ministry of Works or the Ministry of, Social Services like welfare and others. So they need to have all these young ICT boys so that they can help to write a program that will link all the ministries. Then at the end of the day, those states will be better for it.
All right. All right. Now let's take a look at the complaints of some persons. Some are saying these complaints are legit. Edo at 33. The strength of the workforce in the civil service are saying that employment has been done for quite a number of years. What do you have to say about that in terms of employment? How would you rate governance?
In terms of employment, His Excellency have done so well. I am not here to sing his praise, but based on what I have seen, the governor has employed a lot of teachers. Now, in terms of training, have you been to a Edo job? The numbers of children that is being trained in the Edo job
And don't
for
forget
free.
also about the 200,000
That's where I'm going. That's where I'm heading
promised.
to. Now, that's where I'm heading to. Now, if you go to a Edo job, the governor have succeeded in creating a Edo job where they train our children for free on different skills. Go and verify. Now, the role of government is to create enabling environment for investors to come in to invest. Now, every investor that come into the state, are they going to employ ghosts? They're going to employ our people. Go to real restaurants, find out how many of our persons that are working there. Go to Jara, find out how many of our children that are working there. Go to Market Square, go and find out how many of our people are working there. Now let us go back to Osiomo. Go and find out how many of our people that are working in Osiomo. Now what about the ethanol plant in Ologbo? Go and find out how many of our persons that are working in Ologbo. Now let us go back to Uronugbe Roba Research. Go and find out how many persons that are working there. Is it the Dufri in Odigi? Go and find out. Only Odigi, they have close to 1,500 workers, staff in there. Outside the manual labor, go and verify. Now let us go back to the construction industry. All this site that work is going on, go and check the numbers of workers that are working there. Only Stella Ambassador Hospital, as I'm talking to you now, they have close to 500 boys that is working in Stella Ambassador Hospital day and night. Let us go back to the education about the Yaro. The numbers of staff working there, they are more than 300. Now we're talking about employment. The government is to open up the system. Investors come in to build. Those guys that are working, they are not spirit. Automatically, by the time they receive the money, they're going to pay their house rent, they're going to pay their bill, they're going to pay their children's school fees. You have opened up the system. So we have to begin to look beyond what we see. The system, my daddy talked about the e-gov. You said about, the government have created a pool, a system where all the ministry gather the information from. There's already a database that I'm talking to you right now.
Sorry for interjecting. Putting all this together, is it up to 200,000?
The governor has created more than
Don't
200,000
forget
jobs.
also about the news we're hearing. Yes, you use the word go verify.
Yes.
Some persons are not happy at Aberystwyth University. You know what I'm talking about. Go and verify.
Yes. Now, Abu Salih University, number one, is a state-owned university, not a tribal school. So they turn into a tribal school. Oh, now Asian school is not. That school is being funded by state, for crying out loud. Now, there are a series of corruption will be going on in that school. So the governor said, no, for how long should we continue like this? Let us sanitize the system. That is the truth. Let us sanitize the system. Yeah, the system has been faulty. You cannot continue to build on a faulty foundation. All you need to go back to the root cause. Something is wrong here. Let us see how we can amend it. If we can amend it, let us build on it. The reason why Nigeria is not making progress today is that we are very quick to attack issue without going down below. To say something is wrong here. Let us address the issue. Like my brother here, who is an APC, my friend, is my brother. Now, I expect APC to be apologizing to Nigeria as of today for the pain and hardship they have brought to Nigeria. As at this morning, later for about 915 naira. You can't even buy diesel. 12.5 kg of gas is now 17,000 naira, as about 6,500 naira before.
All right, hold on now. Are you still aware that this APC at the center sent money to various states, tune of billions, for them to caution this effect? Go and verify.
It is the problem. The truth is, you
I
cannot
will come
continue to
back
give
to
the people fish.
I will
to
come
eat.
back to you. I will come back because I want the truth to be said on this segment. That is why I'm like, I come in and say, look, what you're saying may not be correct. I interject. So I don't want to look at it from one dimension that this party is doing this. We have to go through because if Edo is good today, it will benefit every one of us. So let's hit the nail on the head. Money has been given to various state governments in a tune of billions. Anyway, let me go to Dr. Andrew. From what he said the government of the day have provided over 200,000 jobs. He gave a breakdown of some of these jobs being gained by Edo State citizens. Is he not doing well? Edo at 33.
In a state where 200,000 jobs are created.
He said over.
We're over. How can you imagine yourself? In a state where over 200,000 jobs are created, even you in this studio will feel the impact. I mean, let's not lie to ourselves here now. You said we should say the truth.
How can you feel the
Excuse
impact
me now.
when the system is not, when the
When you
Nigerian
were
system is
talking,
not
I did
working?
not
Hold on,
see-
you are interjected,
one of the
Alfred.
symptoms
You
of
are
knowing-
interjected,
One of the
please.
symptoms of knowing that you have caught somebody when he's lying is that when you are trying to tell him the truth, he will quickly stop you so that you will not continue with your point. Or so that you will forget what you were trying to say. In a state, I won't forget, where over 200,000 jobs have been created, me, you, everybody will feel the impact. You see, the man just come, you just tell the people who do this, they'll create beautiful graphics, put it out there, deceive the people, and that's the end. The same way they did with Gele Gele Seaport. Where until today, after signing MOU with Chinese Harbor, they went there, did all the jamboree and everything, deceived our people. He said Ekenwa Road, was it the one I said or the other guy?
I said it.
Okay. Ekenwa Road for close to 8 years. You have been constructing Ekenwa Road and you told us you are taking it to Gele Gele. Where have you constructed it up to? For 8 years. A state that is not as poor as many states in Nigeria, yet many of these states are surpassed Edo in terms of development. It was trying to indict the federal government, forgetting that the problem of this country is not even the federal government, it's state governors. I've been saying it and I'll continue to say it.
Now you're not saying that the federal government don't have their own part of the
I have
trouble we are
not said
suffering.
so. I have not said so.
Okay.
But I'm saying that the major problems that we have in this country today are the governors. I told you about last month's allocation, 11.1 billion. Did I also tell you about over 23 billion that was received as oil derivation funds? Did I also tell you about the billions of naira that has entered this state, trickled into this state through palliatives? And Edo people actually felt the essence, the reason why the government, why the federal government keeps sending these monies down to Edo people, even up to rice. The commissioner Neikari himself admitted on national TV that trucks of rice came to Edo. Where are they? Who were they giving to? See, let me tell you the truth. As we are here, I can tell you that Edo today has degenerated from, a point where Adams Oshomole took it to. And we are falling back, taking us back. You are telling me.
If you use the word as degenerated, you are exaggerating. You may not be 100% correct because you're saying everything is down.
This is my opinion now.
Even if it's your opinion, your national TV, you have to stick to the truth.
I am telling you now.
You cannot say degenerated because there are some aspects. Hold on.
The education sector.
Dr. Andrew, hold on.
Please.
Andrew, hold on, please.
But
If you talk about, hold on,
yes.
no, I will remind you of your
Okay.
chain of thought. You talked about Edo State degenerating.
Yes.
And you're generalizing. Because like what you're point, in some aspect, yes, they have growth.
Yes.
So if you say they're generated,
Yes.
you are not absolutely
Yes.
correct.
Even during Adams Oshomole's time, minimum wage was increased. I think up to 40,000. At that point, Edo was the only state paying that amount.
It was the
Is that not
governor
growth?
who increased to 40,000.
No,
Is
comrade,
that not
I'm talking of
growth?
Comrade, was it?
Right now it's 70,000. They started it. Is that not growth?
No, I'm telling
The
you.
civil
hold on
service,
now.
is that not growth?
Allow me land on my thoughts.
Go ahead.
I'm telling you that even under Comrade Oshomole, minimum wage was increased.
To how much?
If Comrade Oshomole was still in power, I'm sure minimum wage would have been 100,000 today. I mean, let us set the record straight. If Comrade Oshomole was still governor, I'm sure minimum wage would have been 100,000 today. What I'm telling you is that in terms of agriculture, Edo has degenerated. In terms of health, Edo has degenerated. A card in Central Hospital today is over 10,000.
All right.
Central Hospital was demolished. Over 100-year-old
Thank you.
was demolished.
Thank you.
In
Thank
favor
you.
of what?
Thank you.
Do you even know that? Even the education sector they are talking about now has degenerated.
Thank you.
Excuse me. No, let me just land on this. Please, one
Yes.
second. Do you even know that education has degenerated? It was in this state, in this very state, that a library, I did my first degree, my first thesis at that state library in Sapele Road. What happened to it? It was demolished and replaced with what? Shopping mall.